Hey strangers, welcome to the strange universe, where it's not about becoming someone new, it's about remembering who you've always been. Have you ever felt stuck? Like you keep waiting for something in your life to change? Well, if so, I think this video might just be for you, because 6 months from now, you'll either have 6 months of excuses or 6 months of progress. The choice is yours. So I want you to stick around to the end, because we're not just going to talk about change today. We're going to start it right here, right now. But first, if you've watched these videos, you know the deal. The world, it's a strange place. It keeps us sick, it keeps us busy, and it keeps us distracted. So right now, we're going to go ahead and do the Cosmic Reset version 2. So in a minute, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take in a deep breath, and we're going to think about whatever it is that's been weighing us down. It could be a bill, it could be a fight, it could just be that thing I keep replaying over and over in my mind. It doesn't matter how big, it doesn't really matter how small. We're just going to take it, we're going to wrap it in our breath, and we're going to let love release it to the universe. Okay, so go ahead and take in a deep breath. And think of a thought that's weighing you down, a bill, a fight, that thing that's making you frown. And I want you to wrap it in love, wrap it in your breath, and release it. Good. All right. Now that you're present, I want to talk about something that changed my life. And that is the word yes. A friend of mine once said, "You're not actually stuck in your life. You're just scared of choosing your yes. That thing that just feels right to you that you're not doing." And that hit me. It hit me hard. You see, life doesn't ask me to be perfect, no matter what my mind thinks. It's just asking me to be involved. It asks me to decide yes or to decide no. And that sounds familiar, right? Choices, like we talked about in the last video. But life, it asks me constantly, all throughout the day, millions of times throughout my life, whether I'm going to choose to act or whether I'm going to choose to not, right? It always reminds me of that commercial, "I'll do it tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow." And tomorrow, well, it never comes. I want you to know right now, my friend, you don't want to wait for the perfect time. You're not waiting to be ready, because you may never be ready. Here's the strange thing. You don't have to be ready, but you have to be willing. And that's a yes. Willing is always saying yes. Now, in 6 months, if you said yes, your life, it would look completely different. Or if you say no, it'll probably look very similar. And that's not fate. That's your decision. That's you taking action. You can change your mind. You can change your habits. You can even change your whole story, no matter what it's been so far. Your mind, it's not an anchor. It's more like a rudder on a ship, right? But you have to take back control of the wheel. You have to say yes to changing your mindset so that you could start telling yourself, so that you could start writing a new story, because your words, they have power, right? Instead of saying things like, "I'm stuck," I need to start saying things like, "I'm getting closer. I'm close. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting closer." Instead of saying, "Well, I messed this up," or "I messed that up," I start saying, "Well, I learned from this and I learned from that. I'm more aware today. I see my weakness, even if I've not changed those things yet." And that's so much better than not seeing it at all. Instead of saying that I'll never change, I started saying I'm ready for a breakthrough, and I know that it's right around the corner. You don't need permission for this. It's your life. I used to wait for someone to give me permission to do almost everything. It was like I needed someone to validate my choices, to say that I was allowed to dream big. I listened for years to the limiting beliefs of others, telling me why I couldn't do this or why this type of thing might be impossible, too big. The cold hard truth is that no one is coming to save me. And that goes for you too. Because we don't need saving. We don't need permission. We just need to say yes. Yes to our life. So if you're waiting for someone to cheer you on, I'm going to challenge you today. Why not you? Right? You can literally become the person that cheers hardest for you. You can be your own biggest fan. Paint your face, buy the jersey, do the whole 9 yards, right? But just root for yourself. Every voice in your head telling you that you're not enough, you need to start talking back, right? Like it's part of the opposition, like it's part of the opposing team. And you need to do it loudly. You need to support your team. Because when you believe in yourself, you become something entirely different, something better. You become unstoppable when you stop stopping yourself. And if others doubt you, don't try to prove them wrong. You can't. You can't. You just have to focus on proving yourself right. Proving others wrong, it's a waste of time. And it's a waste of valuable energy you could be using. You know, you need to put that energy into letting your life be the argument. And if you do that, I promise you, you will win every time. I guarantee it, or your money back, right? You see, my friends, you weren't born. You fought tooth and nail to even have a chance to be here now. Millions of other sperm racing for one egg, competing with you, but you made it. You were born, you arrived here already a winner, and you need to remember that. There's a divine reason that you made it here, and it's not to waste away. You're not some random soul stumbling through existence, right? Unneeded, like some extra screws in an IKEA box somewhere. You were given a spark no one else has. Oh, I mean, we all have a spark, sure, but none of us have yours. So use it, find it, stoke it, and then you need to share it. You are the only one who can live your life, so stop treating it like it doesn't matter. It's some second choice, like you didn't win the lottery, because the truth is you did. The truth is every man won the lottery. Every man can be king today, not because of status, not because of birth, or because of wealth, but because of self-mastery. The opportunities, they're ours. The riches, they're ours for the taking. We need to master our time. We need to master our thoughts. We need to master our habits. We need to master our ambitions. And when we do that, your inner kingdom will thrive. Here's the truth that you need to hear, but it's the truth that so many don't want to hear. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And if nothing changes in your life, well, you'll have the same thing you've always had. The truth is, nothing changes in your life until you do. And you don't have to change everything, not all at once, just one thing. That's enough to start. And pretty soon the snowball is rolling down the hill. It's one choice, one step, one small start. It could be as easy as waking up 15 minutes early for 6 weeks. But commit. Put your phone down an hour before you go to bed and just commit. Drink more water, take a walk outside, meditate, sign up for the gym. Speak kinder to yourself. See, that's not a 40-hour-a-week kind of job, but those small changes will change your life. Do something that the future you will thank you for, because every time you do that, you are changing for the better. Every time that you push through the voice that says give up, you are winning. You know, there was a time when everything in my life felt like it was collapsing around me. I was broke, I was tired, I was lost deep in alcoholism. And I remember I used to think, this is it. This is who I am. This is how I'm going to die. And then one day I made a decision. I got so tired. I stood up metaphorically, but also literally, and I went to the phone and I changed one thing, just one. I asked for help. I stopped running from life's pressures, from all its expectations, and I asked for help. I reached out to someone. I stopped waiting for the world to come and find me and save me. How could it find me in that little room all alone, isolated from the world? I started to change myself. God was always there, and I couldn't have come this far without him. But I had to say yes. And 8 years later, I don't even recognize the person that I used to be. So let me say this to you, my friend. You're not lazy. You're not stuck. You're in the game, and you're still becoming. What you're becoming? Well, that's up to you, right? But your story, it isn't over. It's just beginning if you say yes and start to change it. You don't need to know every step, every chapter, every scene. You just need to trust that the next one matters, that you are the main character in it, and you need to start acting like it. So 6 months from now, you could be proud or you could be full of regrets. Either way, the 6 months will pass. So what will you do with it? If you're watching this, I believe in you. And I really do believe that today you will say yes. So if this video spoke to you, please leave a comment below. Tell me what you're going to do today. Tell me what you can change today. Not tomorrow, today. Because you can. Because you're still in the game. Okay? Today, say yes. And as always, I don't want you to ever forget, you are strong, you are capable, and you are loved. I love you.